What up, everyone? Glad to be here. So I had mentioned before that I wanted to do more weekly roundups, and I also wanted to broaden the channel a little bit. Try some new things, take some suggestions from you, the viewers, who have suggested a few things that I should do to try it on the channel, so thought I might do that. And one of them being movie reviews. A lot of people have asked for movie reviews. I'm not going to go in-depth in reviews, just talk about it a little bit. I wanted to get through an unboxing from someone that gave me something a very long time ago, and as always, show you some cool shit on here. But first, before we start anything, I have an announcement, which isn't too pleasant of an announcement, but I still wanted to talk about it on here because this kind of seems like the best time to talk about it. This is when I'm going to always do my announcements. So, as most of you would have noticed by now, I'm a little behind on my videos. Again, I worked so hard to catch up with the monthly boxes, and then a lot of shit happened, and I fell behind. So, for the first time ever, I think I'm just going to skip one of the months. The month of January, I think I'm going to end up just kind of skipping it. I'm going to finish the videos that I have reviewed. There was a few boxes that came for the first time in January, so I wanted to make sure I got that one out, which was Bam Box, which I should be uploading sometime soon. But I wanted to make sure that I got this video out before the weekend comes because I'm already behind for January. The boxes of February have officially started coming. They're showing up. So I ran into that problem before where it just becomes annoying for people to watch it. When I'm reviewing a box and it's an entire month old, it's like, it just isn't good, and then I get behind on stuff, and then I don't have that motivation and drive to record it. And then the videos aren't as good because I'm not in a great mood, and then I'm stressed out, so some people have suggested, just skip a month. It's okay, and I think I might do that. You guys can let me know if it's a terrible idea, if you're just like, need to have some opinions on boxes, and I'll try to give them, but so, for the rest of the month of January, I'm not going to review any more of those boxes, and I'm also not going to do a monthly review. I just figured I've done enough monthly reviews to where people get the idea, so if I miss 1 month, it's not that big of a deal. And this is just me assuming, you guys can let me know differently, but I would think it would just be better to, call that quits on that month and start fresh in the month of February so I can be right on time with the boxes. Because the problem was, I caught up and I did really good, and then the month of January was shit. It was just literally the worst month of my life. So much shit happened, and I had a terrible, terrible month, and honestly, I just want to bid good riddance to that month. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. It was absolutely horrible, awful, and that's what got me behind. There was just a lot of shit going on, and I didn't have time, and it was just really hard to get in front of the camera and try to put on a happy face when I just wasn't really feeling well at all. And yeah, so it just caused lots of problems, and that made me behind. And on top of that, I'm going out of town for about 5 days, so even when I come back, I'm going to be even more than a month behind. So I thought, maybe it's just in everyone's best interest to just skip the rest of that month and come back fresh next week with the boxes of February and just start over. You guys can let me know what you think, though, because at the end of the day, this channel is all about you guys, and I want to do what's going to make you guys happy. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know. So I just wanted to announce that, yeah, that's the main announcement I wanted to do. Next, moving right along, I want to make this short and sweet. I don't want to make this too long because it's like Friday morning at like 2 a.m., and I want to make sure I get this video out before I leave this morning, so I don't know if I'll be able to with the exporting process, but I'm going to try to. So something I want to try out new on the channel is movie reviews. Just basic reviews, nothing super in-depth, but just things to talk about. Since we're, obviously we talk about boxes all the time and collectibles, but a lot of people have requested this in just a basic form, like, what are my thoughts on certain movies? Like, a lot of people ask what were my thoughts on Star Wars. And I'd love to go to every single comment and just tell them my whole opinion on it, but I thought, well, why not better to just make a video, I can tell my opinion, and then we can talk about it back and forth in the comments. So, I wanted to originally do that with Star Wars, and I had planned to, but like I said, things got behind, and I didn't want to do a review of Star Wars 2 months after the movie came out. It's kind of late at that point. Although I did have a lot to say about it, but we'll just skip past it. So, I want to do a review of the movie Deadpool. Just give my quick thoughts on it, and then we can talk about it. Just get a discussion going on it, because I just like to talk about that stuff. I like to talk about all this stuff, not just collectibles, movies, video games, all that shit. And I just came from the premiere. It was the Thursday night premiere at like 10 p.m. and I just got home from it. So, here we go. Overall, I thought it was a great movie. By the way, if you don't want any spoilers or anything, I don't think I'm going to give too many, but probably shouldn't be watching this if you haven't seen it yet. But I thought overall they did a really good job. Much different than I expected. I expected the movie to be... I kind of thought they were going to overdo it with like the comedy and like the silliness. Because you guys know how Deadpool is. He's all over the place and it's just never really a serious moment. It's just kind of all comedy all the time, which is fine. That's what I thought they were going to do, which I kind of hoped that they didn't, and that's what they didn't end up doing. They actually kind of mixed in the comedy and the serious moments with the backstory and him still being goofy and things like that. So I was pretty surprised that they mixed it up like that, and they really didn't overdo it with the comedy. So they did a pretty good job. And other things that I was pretty impressed about is the fact that they did so well on a fairly low budget. I wouldn't call this a low-budget movie, but for a superhero movie or a Marvel/Fox movie, it's pretty low. They only had, I think, a $50 million budget, and most superhero movies are $100 million plus, like $150 million, sometimes $200 million, depending on what it is. So considering they had a really low budget, it turned out really well. I'm very surprised by it, because they had a lot of CGI in it. You would think a low-budget movie just wouldn't include that, but they did. Colossus was in it, and he was CG the entire time, and he looked pretty legit. Like, usually CG is just terrible, but he actually looked like he fit in the scenes. Like, he didn't stand out as this, like, horrible CGI creature. He actually looked like he belonged in the scene, so they did a pretty good job on that. And there was a lot of special effects, too, which I didn't expect to see, but considering they had such a low budget, they did a surprisingly good job. I was very impressed by it, but overall, I thought it was a great movie, and I thought the jokes were funny. I was excited to see it. I thought there'd be more of an after-credits scene, but there was one, obviously, which I always appreciate. That's like my favorite part of movies, but I thought there'd be a little more, and I think everyone was hoping for a Wolverine cameo. We didn't get it, but I think everyone was kind of hoping in the back of their head that they would get it. But they did reveal that Cable will be in the next Deadpool movie, which is awesome. I'm pretty sure Deadpool 2 will be Cable and Deadpool, which is cool. Cable's one of my favorite characters, so that was really cool to hear about. Other than that, yeah, I think they did a good job of telling the story and everything like that. The only thing I would have liked to seen a little more Deadpool. He wasn't in it. He was probably in it like, I don't even know if I'd say half the movie, but I hope that's something I'll look forward to in the next one, seeing more Deadpool, because I really like those scenes. I know they had to tell the backstory, and they did a good job of it, but I just would have liked to have seen him more. But you know, that's completely understandable for an Origins movie, so I hope to see more of that in the future. But you know, I really don't have much to complain about this movie. This is not going to be a normal movie review, by the way. Normally I have lots of things to complain about for movies, but overall I thought they did pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good job. It was about as good as it could have been. I don't think there's anything I could have thought of that could have made the movie much better, which is not going to be my opinion for pretty much any of the rest of the movies of the year, I guarantee it, but they did surprisingly well, and I really liked it. They did a genuinely good job. So I just wanted to do that real quick review. When I have more time and more movies, we'll go a little bit more in-depth into the reviews, but I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. You know, just kind of get the ball rolling on the whole movie review subject and get talking about it and hear what you guys thought about it. I'd love to talk about it, either in the comments or on the fan page, wherever. Like, I like to talk about this stuff, so it doesn't always need to be boxes all the time, so I just want to branch out a little bit and things like that. So, just wanted to throw that out there. Next, I don't have a lot of items. I have a lot of items that I want to show off in the weekly roundup, but like I said, I want to keep this short, so I'm actually only going to show off one item that I found, which you guys might not have seen before, which is pretty cool. So this is something I got for Christmas, and I'll try and show it close up the best I can. So it's this little display case of Spider-Man figures. If the camera will focus, yeah. So it's kind of only focusing on one at a time. We got the Iron Spider, we got regular Spider-Man, Rhino, Agent Venom, Electro from the new version of Electro, and Scorpion. So you can actually see they did a pretty good job. It's hard to get it to focus on the right figure here. Sorry about that. I'll try to include a better picture somewhere if I have time to. But they actually did a really good job in these figures. And as you can see, they all have bases on them, which is what I like. I like the stationary figures, and I always have. I've never been a fan of action figures. I like stationary figures with good detail and a good paint job. And this really did that. You know, they're not the most amazingly detailed things, but for the most part they are. I like the way they painted Agent Venom, and I kind of like the way Electro looks, even though it's the modern version of him. I like that one. And they included Iron Spider, which I think is one of my favorite Spider-Man costumes. So And the cool thing about it is it comes carded and in a case, but this is fully ready for display right here. I was considering taking it out and putting it on a shelf, but and I might still do that, but you don't have to. You can literally buy it just like this and set it up. They have them spaced out so you can see all the characters. You can set this flat, it'll sit on any shelf, and you can see on the top too, so you can get like all different angles of the figures. So that's pretty cool. I like something like that because, you know, I only like figures for the aesthetic sense. I like to set them up, so I'm not going to take them out and play with them or anything. So it's kind of nice to get something like that where it's already set up to display. I like that. And this actually wasn't too expensive. I can't remember the exact price of it, but I think it was like only like 16 or 18 or something like that for all these figures. So really not bad of a price. And this came from the Disney store. And considering it's from the Disney store, that's pretty cheap. Like normally Disney store stuff is really expensive, but this is a really good thing. This is something someone very close to me got for me for Christmas. So I was very happy because that's something I wanted. I like the figures. I like the display of it. So I just want to show that to you guys in case you hadn't seen it. I'm not sure if they still sell it at the Disney store, but they had another one just like this that I wanted to get. That was the Avengers, which I like this one better, but I wanted to go back and get the Avengers one too because I think that's really cool. So maybe I'll go back and get that one too. But I want to show this off because, you know, I really never go in the Disney store. I went in there the one time and saw this, so I'm actually not familiar with what they sell in there. But they actually have a lot of collectibles. So I wanted to show that off and just let everyone know. So there you go. Cool Spider-Man collectibles. And now the last part of our video is an unboxing from a fan of mine. One that I've had for a very long time. So this box is from someone named Dan Kramer. And he sent this box to me actually a really long time ago. Months ago. I think it was actually in August. So I feel horrible that I haven't gotten to it until this point. There's boxes that people have sent me and I just haven't got around to because I'm always behind on videos. I'm always behind on unboxings. I'm trying so hard to catch up, and then every time I do, shit happens, and I fall behind. So he contacted me, and I made him a promise. I said, listen, I'm going to do it this week. No excuses, no matter what I have to do. And that's part of the reason that pushed me to kind of stop doing the boxes of January. Because there are more important things than finishing each individual month. Like my viewers, like someone that took time to make this box, and it's been being pushed aside, and I feel terrible about that. And I didn't really think about it until this point, so I know he's watching, and I want to apologize officially for not getting to it until this point. It's very, very rude of me, and I hate that I did that. So I'm really sorry. It's not that this isn't important. This box is way more important than anything else out there. It's just I just tried so hard to catch up on the months. But that's no excuse, though. But anyway, he sent me this fantastic box, so I want to unbox this for everyone and let everyone see all the amazing stuff he got me. And he put a little note in here talking about all the things. So it seems like most of it is food. One I recognize right away, and this is freeze-dried. It looks like cookie and ice cream sandwich. I remember we have a space museum in San Diego, and they used to have these there all the time. And it's basically space food. It's freeze-dried food that they give to astronauts. This is what they give them because they don't want moisture in there because it expands and contracts with the pressure thing. So yeah, it's freeze-dried food. I'm kind of hesitant to try it, but I'm also very curious because I haven't tried these since I was a kid. I don't remember them being super tasty, honestly, but let's take a look. So yeah, that looks like space food. And what the? Sorry. So yeah. And there's an ice cream sandwich. Freeze-dried. Let's try this out. It's actually not that bad. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Damn. That actually tastes like an ice cream sandwich. And it's like hard as a rock. Like it's an ice cream sandwich, but it's completely freeze-dried. So it's like rock solid, but that actually tastes really good, actually. Which is surprising. It's weird to have that texture because it's literally like eating chalk. So it's weird to have that texture. But it tastes really good. I did not expect that at all. That's pretty surprising, so not too bad. And I'm kind of curious if I just like dip this in water or milk. It should technically go back to a regular ice cream sandwich, so I might try that later tonight as like a midnight snack. Just dip that in some milk and have a delicious snack. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Way tastier than I thought, so cool. That works. Next, something he got me, which I could have been using this entire time and I've needed. So this is a charger just for an iPhone, and it actually lights up when you charge it. And I actually really needed a charger, and I forgot he put it in here. Now I can finally fucking use it. But yeah, just a USB charger, and it lights up. That's really cool. So I can find it very easily. That's really awesome. And I needed an extra one of these, so that's very useful and practical, and I appreciate that. That's really cool that it lights up, and I want to show you that it lights up. I don't think I have anywhere to plug it in out here. I'll try and take a picture of that or something later. Hopefully I get time for pictures, but I might not be able to, so hopefully I do though. But that's really cool. I love that. Next, something that I've needed this entire time and I haven't bought, but this is a great one. A little pocket Deadpool. And I've said a million times before that I like the pocket pops better than the regular size pops. Like me personally, the quality is about the same, and I really like these ones. And I always get keychains, and then I just remove the keychains from them. That's what I always do and set them up as figures. And I actually have a shelf dedicated to pocket pops up there, and I'll just add them to it. So I just unscrew the little keychain, and boom, little figure. So that's great. I love that. I love the pocket pop figures. And I like them because they're easier to display. They fit perfectly on my shelves. They're like the exact height of these little wood shelves here. And you can display more of them. They don't take up as much space. And the quality is about the same as regular pop figures for the most part. So I think they're just fine. I like those ones way better. I appreciate that. Good stuff. Next, we got another pocket pop. And this one is Captain America. And this one's from Avengers Age of Ultron. So that's cool. I didn't have him either. I will also add him to the shelf. Right on. Alrighty. More snacks. We got butter candy glazed macadamias. So he said in the note, let me see if I can find it, that this is from his local shop. He said it was from the international aisles at the local grocery store. So this is international candy, and I'm guessing this is from Hawaii. It says Mauna Loa, so I'm guessing that's from Hawaii. But let's try it out. Oh dang, it's like an actual can. At least we know it'll be fresh. Ah. Yeah. Can't smell them. Those are really good. Dang. So yeah, these are just like candied macadamia nuts. Man, those are really good. Good choice, man. So far, 2 out of 2 snacks are delicious. I like it. Next, got one of our bigger items here. And this looks like a colossal drinking mug. Which I like that, because I am a colossal drunk. So I will put this to good use. This will see its destiny, because I will drink many a brew out of it. Got snacks in there. And this says the Foundry provisions. And I think he said in the note, this is a local bar, I believe he said it was. It's from a local brewery that gives you discounted beer when you bring your own mug with you. That's fucking cool. I really like that. I don't know how they charge you for beer depending on the size of the mug, but that's really cool. But yeah, I'll totally use this. I'm drinking beer all the time. Like, I don't know if anyone noticed this. You can often see the can, but I literally drink beer in every video I do. So that's dope. I like that. I will put that to good use. Good choice, my man. Alrighty. Then, looks like we got some soda. Looks like Asian soda. Come on. So this just says carbonated soft drink. Nice. It's got a very interesting cap on there. I don't know how that shit works. Yeah. So, I really want to try this, but I'm not going to at this moment because the only thing I'm worried about is that it might have caffeine in it, and like I said, it's like 2 in the morning here, so I don't want to drink a caffeinated drink right now. I don't think it does. That was a really cool bottle shape too. I don't think it has caffeine in it, but I might save that for later and just tell you guys about it in the description later. It's a really cool bottle shape though, so just to be safe and avoid caffeine, I'm going to try not to drink that. I will save that for later and try it out. Next, we got a couple more food items. So these are like the kind of like Pocky sticks. I used to have these as a kid all the time, the little panda-shaped ones. And if I remember correctly, they're delicious too. But let's check on that. And I think they're strawberry flavored. Got a little panda on there. Yeah, just like I remember. Delicious. So yeah, these are just like the little Pocky sticks, but they have like the fruit filling on the inside. Quite tasty. Love them. Next, these are exactly like Pocky sticks. These are called Yan Yan. These are just like chocolate dip sticks. And these should be tasty too. Oh, these. Oh, okay. This is the difference. It has the chocolate separately from the sticks. And then these have little sayings on them. This one says, "Octopus, lucky number 8." I have no idea what the fuck that means. I'm assuming that's some kind of saying. This one says, "Elephant jumbo." They just have like random. This one says, "Beetle, lucky color brown." I guess these are just like lucky animals, lucky sayings. Sheep, wool sweaters. It's the most random sayings on there. I'm kind of curious what those represent, but you know, whatever. I'm sure it has to do with luck. Let's try this shit out. Oh, little chocolate on a stick. Yeah, it tastes exactly like. Focus. What? Has this been in focus the whole time? Man, my camera has such problems focusing. So yeah, it tastes pretty much like you would assume it would. Tastes kind of like a Pocky stick. But that's good though. Nice and tasty. Good stuff. Alrighty. Next, we got a little Minion micro light. So focus on that. Yeah, let's take this guy out and give him a try. Oh, there we go. So we just press the side of him and he lights up. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. Nice little light there. Alright, it looks like the rest of them are food. Oh, this is lip balm. He said something about the note. Something about the lip balm and the note. Oh, there's skull lip balm. Oh, this is cool. So this is lip balm in a little skull shape. That's really cool. I can actually put that on display. That's really interesting. And he said this lip balm made him feel like a zombie. And he said he'd know what I mean when I tried it. So let's try it out. Oh, I'm guessing maybe it felt like a zombie because he's eating brains. Okay, now I get it. I understand now. I'm retarded. So I mean, I know what he meant now. But that's really cool though. I like that lip balm and I like that because I can put it on display and carry it around. And it comes in a nice little case. Now my lips are all shiny. Sexy. And this looked like lip balm as well. Yeah, Chap Fix. So it looks like a little flash drive, but that's a little bit of lip balm. More convenient to carry around with you for like guys and stuff because it'll fit in your pocket. Let's open it up and see. How does this open? Is it twisted? Can't open this. Give me it. Oh, there we go. Oh, kind of like a little deodorant stick then, yeah. You twist the bottom of it and it comes out the top. Okay, that's cool. More conveniently to carry around. Some nice little lip balm. And it looks like the rest are food types, which I would love to try them all individually, but I feel like if I taste all of these things, I will get super sick. This says Sugru self-setting rubber. I don't know what that means. Is there something in the note in here? Yeah, Sugru 3-pack, red, white, and blue. Google it and watch the videos. Okay, I wish I would have read that before. I can't watch the video in the middle of this. Maybe I can. Self-setting rubber. The future needs fixing. Okay, now I gotta watch this video. Hold on, I'll edit this out. Alright, so I did watch some Google videos, and I'm pretty surprised. Way cooler than I thought it would be on what this is. So this is new technology that's come out, and this is self-setting rubber. And what that means is you take it out of this package, and it feels exactly like Play-Doh, like a clay type substance, and you put it on something, and overnight it'll dry and turn into silicone rubber. So it won't dry like glue as in it won't harden. It'll solidify, but it'll still be like silicone rubber, like any kind of cable that you've ever had, like that. It'll turn into that from Play-Doh. That's really cool, actually. So I got this little 3-packs here, and you can basically use it to fix anything. And it says it's waterproof and it's electrically insulated, so you can actually use this to fix cables. If you have any cables that maybe a pet chewed up or something like that with frayed wire, you can put this around it, let it dry, and it'll be electrically insulated and waterproof. That's really cool, and that's very useful, actually. I can use this on quite a few things. And one of the videos demonstrated like how well it holds things together. It'll stick really well to stuff and bonds to almost any substance. That's very cool, and I'd never heard of this before. That's really awesome. Very futuristic. Thanks, Dan. I will put those to good use. What else we got here? This one looks like Manor from Vienna. Chocolate cream-filled wafers. That looks fucking delicious. I'm gonna eat the shit out of that later. Yeah. Then, Biscoff, Europe's favorite biscuit. Little cookie-like substance. Looks pretty good. I'll try it out. I always like foreign candy. It's always cool to try foreign candies. Lion Bar. This says it's from Nestle, although I've never heard of it before. Country of origin. I'm not sure. Not sure where that comes from. Yeah, just looks like a little crispy bar. And it looks like it has some caramel and some cookie in there. Looks pretty tasty. I'll try that out too. Love to eat some new candy. Another biscuit. And this Carlos V, also from Nestle. Never heard of that either. That's nice. And one more. Looks like an Aero bar. Says feel the bubbles. From Nestle as well. Looks like it's kind of a mint flavor, I'm guessing. Chocolate mint. But it's all bubbly on the inside. So I do kind of want to try all these candies out. But I kind of don't want to eat them all at once because I know I'm going to have like one bite and have to put it away. So I'm going to try and save these candies, and maybe I'll eat them on camera on another video because I obviously can't eat all these right now, and I don't want to waste any because they look really good. So I'll save most of those for later, and I'll eat the stuff I've already opened. But anyway, that looks like all the stuff that he put in the box. So again, I'm super sorry to him that I hadn't got around to opening this box because he put really good stuff in it. He put a lot of thought into it. And a lot of people have. A lot of people have sent me gift boxes over the past year since I started the channel, and I always feel terrible about it because it takes me so long to get to them. Even some companies have sent me boxes that have been sitting there for months and months and months, so I need to get around to those as well. So hopefully taking the month off of January will turn out to be a good thing because I'll have time for other stuff. So again, let me know what you guys think about that whole situation, whether it's better to call it quits on a terrible month and just skip ahead, or you guys want to hear specific reviews. I tried to do all the major ones. I didn't do the Star Wars one, which I'm sure people are wondering about, so I might still try to get around to that. But I did do Bam Box, and hopefully when I get back, I'll be able to edit that video and post that as well. There's also a few videos I've already recorded, and I might as well post them since I recorded it, but I'll try to get started when I get back next week with the boxes of February, because I'm sure when I get back home that there will be a whole bunch of boxes there just waiting for me. So I'll already be behind for the month of February. All the more reason to skip January. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought about all this stuff. Whether you want to hear more movie reviews, whether you want to talk about it, whether you thought it was fucking retarded and I should never do it again. Totally up to you guys. And let me know what you thought about Dan's great box and the one set of figures I showed off. In the next weekly roundups that I'll do, I have a lot more things to show off, a lot more figures to show off, a lot more things to talk about. So hopefully I'll have time to do that. It's just hard when you're getting 20 boxes every single month and you have so little time to record. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for putting up with my crap all the time. Thanks for supporting this channel, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So thanks again for watching. Love you all. Peace.